That looks pretty interesting, doesn't it, Bob?
National Teenage Rodeo. Go to college. Spencer to Jaycee's. Win a lot of loot. Looks pretty interesting, all right. I'm an old car hand from the Rio Grande.
Carboy, Bob, my hero.
Hey, what gives, chums? You got a license to be this happy?
Let me guess. She's lovely. She's engaged. She uses steel wool. Bob's going to enter a rodeo. I didn't know you knew any horses.
Who's talking about horses? This is a different kind of rodeo. These horses have wheels. Dig?
Speaking of wheels, here comes Cowboy Joe in his convertible. I can tell by the squeal.
I'll bet he's trailing you, Nora.
Well, so they're giving prizes for driving now. Hi, everybody. Why have a contest? After all, here I am.
Oh, you are? Are you all there?
You know I'm the best driver in town.
No, isn't that funny? I didn't know that I knew that. I'm sure the Jaycees don't mean your kind of driving.
What's eating you, Nora? Come on, how's about a ride in the rod? I'll show you how to drive.
No, thanks. I'm healthy, and I want to stay that way. All in one piece.
Peace is right. Quit fighting. How about a Coke, Sandy?
Oh, no thanks, Bob. I just remembered a date with a friend.
See you later, Sandy. My dearest friend, my worst enemy.
He's hard, all right, but how does that affect you?
Every time Dad sees Sandy drive, it takes a week of begging to get him to let me use the car. He thinks we're all rods.
You'll need the car for the rodeo, won't you?
No, the Jaycees and the local car dealer supply them. New ones, too. But I do need Dad's permission.
And now I want to present to you Mr. James Barlow. Mr. Barlow is a member of the local Junior Chamber of Commerce. Many of you know him as a local businessman. Others of you will remember him as the all-star state quarterback. It's a real pleasure for me to present to you Mr. Barlow.
The Jaycees are sponsoring a teenage rodeo here in Centerville to promote safe driving among high school students. We have a wonderful bunch of prizes, radios, clocks, and other things. As a result of this competition, the rodeo will name the town's most skillful teenage driver. The winner gets a plaque and the opportunity to go on to further competition. In all of the states, approximately 1,700 local winners compete with each other in state championship rodeos. Then the winners in the 48 states, Hawaii, and Alaska travel at Jaycee expense to Washington, D.C. for the National Rodeo, where the grand prizes are college scholarships totaling $4,500. There they compete in written exams on safe driving, just as they did in their local and state contests. These exams test the teenagers' knowledge of traffic laws and safe driving practices. They also compete in a rodeo of driving skills, and believe me, it's a terrific event. The teenage driving trials are modeled on the one set up by the American Trucking Association for professional truck drivers. Teenage rodeo contestants don't have to wrestle with big trailers the way the pros do, but they do have to demonstrate expert driving skills. This is the test on the Serpentine course, and it's just 1 out of 4. We Jaycees believe that some of America's best drivers are in their teens, and these rodeos give you a chance to prove it.
A rodeo with automobiles? And you want my permission to go out and kill yourself in what amounts to a game of chicken?
Dad, the Jaycees are behind this. Also, Liberty Mutual Insurance, the Chrysler Corporation, the trucking industry, and the Pure Oil Company, too. Besides, this is a safe driving competition.
Well, okay if I sign with my pencil?
Sure, Pop.
How's the kitty car class, Mr. Barlow?
Well, we haven't mashed any fenders yet.
Oh, well, that was the other guy's fault.
All together now.
Sure it was.
Oh, yeah? Well, I could win this contest with one hand tied behind my back.
Sandy, you got the makings of the best driver in town. Your vision, reflexes, coordination, they're terrific. From here down. Why don't you let us help you develop your driving skills from the eyebrows up?
You see, Nora, I'm not so dumb after all. Mr. Barlow said so.
Nobody said you were dumb, Sandy. It's just that you haven't been using the brains you were born with.
Okay. If I start using them, will you drive with me?
I guess so.
I give up.
All right.
Don't fast here, Sandy.
Who's driving this heap?
You'll never change.
Well, hello, Sandy.
Hi, Mr. Barlow. You know this eyebrows up stuff? Well, I thought you were kidding. Mr. Barlow, I almost ran over a woman and child tonight.
Come in, Sandy.
Bob, you did great. Or did you?
I don't know, but we'll soon find out. Gosh, Dad, I was lucky to win the city championship. They'll murder me in the state rodeo. Man, was I lucky. Gosh, Dad, they'll murder me in the national rodeo, but the trip will be fun.
Oh, I don't know, Bob. The odds against winning the state championship were thousands to 1. In the national, there'll only be 49 to 1.
Maybe so, but that Washington rodeo is big league. It's really tough. Listen, Dad. There are penalty points if you hit a ball, or touch a line, barrel, or stanchion, or fail to stop the car right on the line. And of course, there are instructions you have to observe. You have to signal the judge with your horn when you finish any test where measurements have to be made. I'm not too worried about the written exams. I've got by them twice without any mistakes. But in the nationals, they have aptitude tests. The knowledge exam is tougher, and you have to drive a road test on the streets of Washington.
Believe me, traffic in Washington is no worse than it is here in Centerville.
You've got something there, Dad.
Bob, guess what? Mom and Dad are taking me to Washington to see the Nationals. How's that strike you?
Gee, that's terrific, Debbie.
Sandy's going too.
You are?
Oh, not as a contestant, Debbie, just as a spectator.
He's going to drive Mr. Barlow there. No kidding. I guess Mr. Barlow must have changed his opinion of you, Sandy.
There's been another change too. Sandy's starting to use what he's got above the eyebrows.
What you hiding for, Debbie? He's terrific.
It's close. I figure our boy has a slight edge.
The horn! Why doesn't he blow the horn?
That's only one mistake. He's still got a good chance.
Yeah, but he's still got to get out of there.
Forgetting the horn must have rattled him.
And up till then, you must have been one of the top scorers. Why, in the ball test, you put those skins right on the line.
Oh, well, somebody else was just better than I was, that's all. For that matter, I might have lost points in the interview, or the road test, or the aptitude test.
Oh, gee, Bob. Well, that's the way it goes.
Is this a private postmortem, or can anybody get in on it?
Anybody can join, Mr. Barlow. Just bring your own handkerchief.
Well, I'm going to fool you. I'm going to say something cheerful and spoil everything. After all, Bob, you shouldn't think of yourself as a loser. If you look at it that way, there are thousands and thousands of losers and just one winner. You know, that just isn't true. Actually, you're all winners.
Come to think of it, I'm a winner, too. And I didn't even drive in the rodeo. This year, that is.
You'll be driving cars for the next 40 years. And the things you've learned about driving will stick with you for life. On a nationwide scale, a program like this can save countless lives, maybe your own.